What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to episode 4 of my Carolina Panthers Madden 24 franchise rebuild. In the last episode, we finished the preseason against the Detroit Lions, losing 31-21. And then we finished the preseason a beautiful 0-3. In this next episode, we're just going to finish out the preseason, take a look at stats, and take a look at our roster and make sure we got everything ready for the first week. So with that, here we go. All right, first thing I want to take a look at are the stats. Let's see how we perform, see if we had anybody kind of stand out. So let's take a look here. So for our quarterbacks we had playing this preseason, Andy Dalton, Matt Corral, and Bryce Young. There's a look at all their stats there. Andy Dalton led us in passing yards with 290. Also had nearly 20 more attempts than Matt Corral, but finished with 5 interceptions and no touchdowns and a below 50% completion percentage. Not good. He was also sacked 4 times in the 3 games he played. That's not, I mean, that's all right. Offensive line wasn't too terrible considering he was playing behind our backups. That's all right. Matt Corral here with 164 yards on 34 attempts. He did get a touchdown for us, but also threw 3 interceptions. Again, below 50% completion percentage. Sacked 4 times in the 2 games he played. He did not have the best line in front of him. And then our rookie and probably going to be our starter come week 1, Mr. Bryce Young. Only had 77 yards, didn't play a lot, just played a couple drives, a couple quarters. Nothing too crazy, didn't really want him out there, risk getting hurt. So yeah, 77 yards on 16 attempts, 1 touchdown, importantly no interceptions, but did have the lowest completion percentage at 43. Unfortunately, he didn't have a lot of playing time to get it closer to 50% or beat out Corral or Dalton there, but he was also not sacked. He only had 26 downs played, so he didn't see the field too much, but the stats are all right. Definitely the completion percentage can be higher, and that's something we'll work on. All right, let's take a look at our running backs. Primary backup, Chuba Hubbard led us in rushing with 117 yards in the 2 games he played. That's pretty good. Had 14 more attempts than the next closest. Did score 1 touchdown for us, averaged just under 60 yards a game. No fumbles, so that's nice to see. Pretty good yards after contact. I think he's going to be a pretty solid second option for us. Followed up by our current starter, Miles Sanders, who had 10 attempts for 73 yards. Really good average there with 7.3. Doubt he'll be able to carry it over as he gets the full load going into the full season, but we'll see. No touchdowns for him. Nothing to probably worry about there. 2 broken tackles, played in all 3 games, only 28 downs, not bad. And then Spencer Brown, who had 1 really good play, 1 touchdown run against the Lions, I was pretty happy about. With him being he'll probably end up being our, he'll probably end up being our 3rd back as we go into the season. 11 carries for 73 yards, averaged 6.6, and scored 2 touchdowns. And he was on the field for 29 plays. Pretty good production for that many downs. Followed up by Cameron Peoples. We only saw him in the last game, but he did play pretty well. He'll probably head to the practice squad. And he had 11 carries for 52 yards. No touchdowns, 1 broken tackle, and a long of only 12. Okay. Not terrible. And then Blackshear. Oh wow, I forgot about Blackshear. He is currently our third back, if I'm not mistaken, just based off of overall. He finishes with 8 carries, 27 yards, no touchdowns, 5 broken tackles, which appears to have led the team. It's pretty good there. Played in all 3 games, 47 downs, which looks like the second most among our running backs. Not a lot of production out of him. He is valuable as a returner, though. So that'll make it interesting what I'm going to do with Spencer Brown. Both very young. Spencer had a really good preseason for us. We'll have to see how they fit in. I don't really want to carry 4 running backs. I might. I might carry 4 running backs. We'll see. Or Spencer and Peoples go to the practice squad. Not sure yet, so I'll make that decision when it happens. Receiving. Jonathan Mingo led us in receptions with 7 and 80 yards. Very good preseason for him. No touchdowns. Pretty good yards after the catch here. 120 downs. Just got to give him the ball more, let him develop. Looking forward to seeing him grow. Shai Smith also showed out. Was very reliable. Had 7 receptions for 66 yards. Steven Sullivan showed off the hands a good bit there as well with 6 catches, 55 yards, no touchdowns. Tommy Tremble wasn't too bad, coming in with 6 more receptions than 52, so kind of comparable to what we saw Sullivan do, just a little bit more after the catch and more downs. Played. Terrence Marshall, he came in with 3 receptions and 50 yards. Nothing too impressive out of Marshall. Still plan on him being our number 2. Our number 2 option behind... Actually, no, sorry. Probably number 3 behind Chark and Thielen. And Chuba Hubbard coming out of the backfield with 3 receptions for 49. Very good. Javon Wims, somebody I was very happy with. Came out with 4 receptions, 34 yards, and 1 touchdown on that little flip from Andy Dalton against the Lions. Not too bad. I was very pleased with him. DJ Chark, 2 catches for 33 yards. Nothing too special. Gary Jennings, not too bad. Didn't see him come around too often, but 2 catches for 30. Pretty reliable. Ian Thomas, our current second tight end, 2 catches for 19. Looking to see more out of him and Tremble, especially Thomas. Now that he's been in the league a lot longer, he needs to step it up a bit. And then Thielen, who was hurt a little bit, 2 catches for 16 yards and 1 touchdown. That should have been the touchdown from Bryce Young. Nothing too much there. Demir Bird had 1 catch. Hayden Hurst, somebody I didn't look to too often as the first team wasn't out there a lot, made 1 catch. And Demir Bird, 1 catch. So definitely want to get Hurst more involved come the regular season. He'll be somebody that should be pretty reliable for Bryce Young. Blocking. Most sacks given up by our backup center. He won't see the field too often, but I mean, for an offensive lineman, just downs played is huge, so not too worried about that. Deontay Brown gave up 2, Cam Irving gave up 1, and Taylor Moton gave up 1. So only 1 from our actual starting offensive line in the 3 games. So I'm very, very happy about that. Everybody managed to get at least 2 games. Well, at least 1 game played, with Cade getting the 1. But he played 40 snaps. I think he played that entire game, or most of it. Defensively, we were led in tackles by Deion Jones, a veteran out of LSU. And then Josh Thomas and Brandon Smith follow him up with 14. Very nice. Tackles for loss. Brandon Smith had 2. Rowe had 2. Barno had 2. A lot of people had 2. Burns, Thomas, and Haynes. All right. Sack production wasn't too bad either. Haynes had 2 sacks. Very nice. Burns with 1, Wright with 1, Thompson with 1, and D Brown. So not bad at all. Kind of spreading it out. We got linebackers and D-line getting involved there. So I like it. Interceptions. 2 for Greg Maben, who definitely was up more than he was down. He'll probably make the team. I enjoyed having him out there. 1 tackle for loss, 7 tackles, 2 interceptions. Really showed out in the in the preseason. So looking forward to having him around. JB Robinson played well with 1 interception. Stanley Thomas, Oliver had 1. So not too bad from those guys. 3 passes defended by Woods, Taylor, and Smith. 2 forced fumbles, Burns and Stallworth. Nice. And Jones and Wright recovered 2. No blocks, no safeties, no touchdowns. Looks like Stallworth was on the field the most, followed by DJ Johnson. How did he do as a rookie? Didn't look like he didn't make much of an impact on the right side there. 3 tackles in, what was it, 116 downs. Stanley Thomas looked like he made the most of his opportunities. CJ Henderson was all right. Josh Thomas didn't look too bad. Justin Houston was a bit quiet. 91 downs. So, not too bad. Couple guys showed out. Just a little disappointed here with DJ Thomas. Don't expect him to go anywhere as a rookie. I believe he was a 3rd round pick. I'm probably not right about that. Yep, 3rd round pick. Okay. Whew. Man, glad I got that right. So we'll look for bigger and better things as we find him playing time during the regular season. Looks like Sue didn't do anything for him being out there. Just a big body to take up space. 38 downs. Hopefully if we need him to plug into the starting lineup, he'll be able to produce. Kicking. Pinheiro goes 4 for 4 with a long at 57. Beautiful. Hit all his extra points. Hit 2 past 50 because we just could not get close to the end zone. Hecker, 13 punts for 587. 2 touchbacks, 2 in the 20. Not terrible. Long at 55. That will be fine. Return game. Shi Smith led us in returns. Had the big 96-yard return for a touchdown. Blackshear didn't do too bad. Definitely outperformed Demir. So we probably won't have Demir there. It'll probably be Blackshear as a returner. If not, I know I have Demir and Shi. Not bad there. Demir did okay. Actually, looks like Blackshear outperformed him on punt returns as well. So that could be a case where Blackshear takes Bird's spot as our main return man. Or at least our main punt return man. We'll see. I don't know if I really liked what Shi gave us there, and I know Shi's going to make the roster at one of our receiver spots. So this could be it for Demir here. All right. And that's a look at our preseason stats. All right, and with that, let's advance the week to the last week of the preseason. Here we are, and now we have to cut 22 players to get down to our limit. This is where the fun begins. So, I like to do it from this specific screen. I don't like doing it from their made-up screen, personally. So, quarterbacks. Everybody's staying. Dalton's going to stay just as that mentor bridge quarterback, just somebody we can rely on. This is where it gets tricky. Cameron Peoples. He's a rookie out of Appalachian. He was undrafted. Came in, played pretty well. He's not the fastest. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. So, probably looks like Spencer Brown is going to... Oh man. How do I want to approach this? Let's practice squad Cameron Peoples. As an undrafted, he should be fine there. Raheem is probably going to end up being our kick returner. Chuba, I know I want. Spencer Brown. Let's go ahead and practice squad him for now. We can always bring up one of those guys if we need the depth, but I doubt we will. Giovanni Ricci will stay around as our fullback. Wide receiver, our next big. What do? We kind of have a log jam here. So, Jennings is going to be released. That's 3. Javon Wims is... I think Wims is going to stay. I think we keep Wims. Shai's going to be one of our kick returners. And then Demir. Let's see if we can make a trade for somebody. Let's see. Who wants a receiver? Kansas City. Everybody appears to be over the roster size, so I don't know if we can really make... Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll be able to make a move there. So, Demir... Oop, nope, shoot, that's Shy. Got ahead of myself there a little bit. So, Demir is going to be cut. Release him and take the penalty. Yep. And that leaves us with 7 wide receivers here. Thielen, Chark, Chenault, Marshall, Mingo, Smith, and Wims. Yep. I like it. And tight end. This will be a tough one, but we don't need the depth currently, so we're going to we're going to release Sullivan. And then carry these 4. Remember, JJ is our long snapper, so he's not going anywhere. And then we have our 3 tight ends with Hurst, Thomas, and Tremble. Left tackle looks fine. We'll need that veteran backup. Happy with that. Here at left guard, I'll probably look at... Let's see. Let's take a look at some stats. Let's do some comparing here. So McCray and Jordan match up actually pretty well in their stats. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to drop McCray and carry 2 left tackles. It'll be him and Michael Jordan. We'll just get a little bit younger there. Center is going to stay the same. Right guard. Ooh, this is another toughie. I think we keep these 2 just in case we need to fill out the rest of the line. They're very serviceable. They're young players. And I don't want to lose any of them if I don't have to. What I might do... When was Savala drafted? Fourth round pick. Let's see if we can practice squad Brown. I think, yeah. So let's practice squad Brown. Carry these 3. Just in case we need to fill out any more spots. We'll keep Coleman and Moulton. I don't know about Coleman. He might be a cut target or a practice squad target if we need to whittle the roster down anymore. Left end, I was not impressed here with Williams. Add. Yeah. He does not make the cut, unfortunately. We got 2 there. On the right side, keep them there. Up the middle, we have Sue McCall and Anderson. McCall didn't play terribly. Plus, we need the depth. And he's hurt, so I can't get rid of him. So we need the depth. So we'll leave that as is. We definitely need to look to get younger at that position. We got two guys in their 30s and a young guy. So definitely a spot to look to in the draft, or if we can find maybe a hidden gem in free agency. Left side, these three are staying. A couple of these guys like Haynes and stuff have the, well, I guess all of them really do, but have the size that they can play on the line as well and have in their career. So up the middle, what are we looking at here? Jordan Thomas, unfortunately, is not going to make it. Just doesn't have the overall to stay with us. Bumper is going to head to the practice squad. That'll leave us 4. I think this will be fine. We can bring Bumper up if we need to for depth, and I think he could probably play other positions. All right, right side linebackers. Justin Houston gives us that veteran presence. I would like to see DJ and Barno get more playing time. That's a tough one because I don't want to lose them and I don't want to lose Justin Houston. So let's keep that as it is. Let's jump to our corners. Herb Miller did not stand out, unfortunately, so we're going to drop him. Maven was nice. White as a rookie. Let's see if we can possibly practice squad him. I'd like to keep him around, just develop a little bit more. So those are our big 3, and then we have our backups. I'm happy with that. Safety. Let's look to drop. Definitely don't need 3, so Josh Thomas is on the chopping block. We could practice squad him. Let's go ahead and do that just for the sake of having him there. And then 4 here. So Jamie will stay. Sam, unfortunately, will be released. Jamie Robinson looks like he could possibly be a starter in the future if he continues to grow. Had a pretty good preseason here, and he was a 5th round pick, so he'll make the roster. I like Rowe, I like Vaughn. Let's see if we can roll with 3 there, and then we have our kicker. I'll look at the practice squad there. All right, let's see how many more do we need to cut? 8. All right, so we need 8 more. Oh, man, I might drop Chenault just so we can move Marshall and Mingo up. Let's do that. Unfortunately, LaVisca, you will not be making our opening day roster. And that will be... yeah, I think that'll be fine because then these 2 can battle for the slot position. We have our very good return man, and we got Wims there. Tight ends not moving. Fine there. If I have to, I might practice squad Maze. Don't want to lose anybody on the defensive line. Actually, you know what? To be fair, we have Burns, we have people who have played defensive line, so let's go ahead and make some cuts here, and if we need to, we have players at other positions that can fill in. So that might not be too bad. So Nick Thurman, unfortunately, will not make the cut. We'll keep 2 at both end positions, 3. Okay. I like that. This will stay the same. Nothing I want to do there. Here. Here. I might practice squad Robinson. Just the open to space. Okay. So now, I think that was 3. We should be looking at what, 5? 5 more players. Let's see what the game thinks. Who does the game think I should cut? Yeah, big surprise there. Okay, Cade. Thinks I should cut Maben. I don't want to. Barno can practice squad. Maybe that's what we do there. Cougar Hill. Haynes, I don't want to cut. Justin Houston. So, I'm okay with moving Haynes to the squad. Let's move Barno to the squad. DJ, I don't want to move off the roster. I don't want to lose Haynes just for the depth. And I don't want to lose JJ because he's our long snapper. Please, Madden, if for whatever reason you're hearing this at some point, give us a long snapper position. It's a toughie. That's what the game recommends. We got to lose 3 more players. Let's see. Don't want to lose my quarterbacks. Not practice squatting any of them. It's Giovanni. Javon's going to stay. Yep. Tight ends, we know how they feel about that. The game, yell at me if I practice squad Coleman. No. Alright. That's fine. Okay. Guess we can practice squad. We can practice squad Brendan Smith. 1 more player. 1 more player needs to find their way out. Still recommend. I mean, obviously JJ is the pick. Hard choice, but probably, yeah, it's gonna be Maben. So there we go. We got our 53-man roster set. A lot of hard choices. Not a big fan of all of them, but sometimes you have to do what's right for the team. It's a business, right? All right, and with that, we're going to finish completely out our preseason and move on to week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that will end the episode. Thank you for joining me on that wild ride into player movement. I hope you guys have a great day, evening, morning, afternoon, and I will catch you all in the next one. Don't forget to leave a subscribe, like, or comment, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.